Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I have a haul video for you. I have my most recent 2 RTS orders from L3. So I am going to start. I have my samples out here from the 2 orders. There's one missing because one was a coffee blend, and when I was sniffing my order, my mom and sister were sniffing it with me, and I don't like coffee and wax, and that particular blend I had was like a little too much for me, so my mom ended up taking it, so I'm missing that one here. But so this is 2 orders. One was the pre-order extras from the last pre-order she did. I think it was like in June or something like that. I think it was June. Yeah. And then the RTS that she had the day before she announced she wasn't closing. So I'm going to take a couple minutes just to share my thoughts, my personal thoughts, that are my thoughts and opinions only. I'm going to just take a couple minutes. If you guys want to fast forward a little bit to just get into the haul, feel free to do so. I'll try to remember I don't know how to do timestamps where you can click on it. I'm going to have to Google that, but I'll try to maybe put the time listed below that you can advance to. Okay, so L3 announced, so earlier this year, at the very beginning of the year, I had built up quite a collection from L3, and I announced like I wasn't buying anymore. I say announced like it was some official announcement. I had told myself, probably mentioned in some videos, that I wasn't going to be buying L3 for the rest of the year because I had so much and I needed to melt through what I had. And then shortly after, Jennifer announced that she was closing the business due to health reasons. And then it was like, oh no, like I need to stock up, right? And I definitely stocked up on her wax. She has my favorite lavender and lavender blends. She has my favorite strawberry oils. So I went heavy, and just the amount of blends and everything that she has, I did buy a lot, and I have no regrets about that, even though she's staying open. So then today is September 7th, so a little over a week ago, she announced that she is not closing now, that she was able to get some additional help. She hasn't fully stated exactly the reason. I feel like Jennifer's probably going to come out and give a little bit more information. Maybe she's tying up some loose ends and working on whatever the deal is that she has. But she said she got additional help. So L3 is going to stay open. She's going to be behind the scenes in the background, just helping with the creative side of the company. But it sounds like she's not going to be doing any of the pouring, any of the shipping, none of the physical side of it. So whether that means she has a business partner, or whether that means she sold the business and is just going to be employed for some kind of financial benefit, or she's just hiring more help, we don't know what that means, right? She hasn't said, and I don't know if she will say. In theory, though, I feel like she'll probably come out and at least talk about what is L3 going to look like from a opening sales structure. Is it going to look pretty much the same as it is, or is it going to be scaled back some? What's it going to look like? But that's probably to come in the future weeks. As far as her not closing, I was surprised when the announcement was made she wasn't closing, because I think that it seemed like, a very legitimate health issue, and I think it still is. I'm not questioning that. But I guess there was never anything said about, well, I'm going to explore if there's other options, and maybe she decided to explore other options because of the outpour of love she was getting from people. I think most folks here on YouTube said, like, love L3. I hope she comes back someday. Like, everyone was like, I hope I have an opportunity to buy this wax again in the future. So, whatever her reasons were, those are her personal reasons, and she hasn't necessarily shared that with everyone. So now, how do I feel about this? Again, this is my personal opinion, and just how I feel, and you may have other thoughts or opinions or feelings about it, and they are completely valid. And I'm not trying to discount how anyone else feels. I feel like I have to address it because, I'm making a video about L3. And so I'm happy she's staying open. I don't feel any frustration or anger or harsh feelings towards Jennifer that I spent a lot of money with her over the last several months stocking up on things because I thought she was closing. you know, it was my decision to spend that money. It was money that I had. I didn't go in debt. I bought scents that I knew I would love, or that I was willing to kind of like explore a little bit on scents. So yeah, I have a lot more L3 in my collection right now than I need, but it's stuff I'm going to melt, you know, and it's stuff I'm going to enjoy, and it's stuff I wanted to buy. So, you know, now I can melt freely without feeling like I have to hoard stuff, right? So I've also started chopping into a lot of my loaves and sharing it with my family. I gave a bag to my sister, a bag to my dad. So now I can feel like, okay, this is a favorite scent of mine, but I can share it because I know I can get more, right? So versus, I think when I thought she was closing, I was very hesitant to share any of my like L3 collection. So I was like, but this is like, well, some of my favorite scents, you know? Or even I was hesitant to chop into it to start melting it. So yeah, so I'm excited she's going to be opening. I don't need to order anytime soon. But I do plan on ordering from her occasionally, because if she's staying open, whatever format that's going to look like, whether Jennifer is still the owner and she just has more employees, or whether there's a new owner or someone getting involved, I want that person to be successful and I want to support them. So my thought is maybe like once every few months to place just a small, reasonable sized order, you know, one small box, not go crazy, just to support the business. And I also am still on the custom order list. So the other thought, I was supposed to be in the next round of names called up. If I get called up, I will probably place a small order and keep it small. Like, I'll probably be like, Jennifer, what's the smallest box and how many loaves will fit in that box, you know, and then just stick it to there and get a handful of scents that I know I want and love that I don't have in my collection. For example, that oatmeal maple crunch and lavender, love that one. It was in a lavender sampler she did. Love it so much. I want more of it. I have a few scents I've been tracking, so I'll probably get like 4 to 6 loaves or something like that. Yes, I don't need them, but again, I want to continue supporting the business. Her wax has a long shelf life. I've melted loaves recently from 2021 that had fantastic performance. So I don't have a concern that the stuff in my collection is not going to stay good, you know? So that's kind of where I'm at with it. You know, again, like if you are upset, if you're someone that spent a lot and you're upset, or you feel like she wasn't honest, like, you know, your feelings are completely valid and legitimate. I'm not trying to discount how anyone else feels. I'm just going to share my thoughts and then kind of what you might expect to see from me over the next year or so. Like, you will see occasional hauls of L3, and I'm going to just keep melting her stuff because I love it, you know? So yeah, that's everything. So let me go ahead and get into this, this haul. I'm going to start with the stuff from the pre-order extras. I had no business going in and getting any of these scents. You know, again, going with the thought that she was going to be closing, I was like, okay, I know I like this scent, so let me just get more. I would not have gotten some of these had she been staying open, right? So, oh, I'm jumping ahead. I need to go through my samples first. Samples. Okay, this first one is Lemon Love. I don't know what the love portion is of this. Whenever you get a little scent shot like this from her, it's scoopable wax. Yeah, it smells like lemon with, it smells like a lemon bakery. It smells like a lemon bakery. There might be a little note of something else in there. I don't know what though. Mallow Fluff Lavender Lemonade Sugar Cookie Royale. I love lavender. Ooh, this is good. Her lavender is phenomenal, guys. I love it. It is herbal. But the Mallow Fluff and the Sugar Cookie Royale, you get that. And then the lemonade is just in the background. I'm going to melt this one. I'm going to melt this one in my office, I think soon, because if I get called up on customs, I may want more of that one. It's really good. Love's Baby Soft. This is that like 90s perfume. If like I was born in the late 70s. Maybe it was in the 80s. It's very powdery. It's like very girly, powdery kind of scent. This would be pretty, I think, in like the laundry room. I don't know. It might be nice in like my bedroom here as well. I don't know that I would need that again. Blueberry cheesecake, graham crackers, cupcakes at Tiffany's. This is good. I get the blueberry and the blueberry cheesecake. Yeah, that's mostly what I get is the blueberry cheesecake. I'm not smelling the cupcakes at Tiffany's. I get a little bit of the graham cracker. That's good. And then this last one, this has 2 pieces in it. This is Escape Room, and this is a minty, like a buttermint bakery type scent, I think, or something, isn't it? Yeah, it definitely has buttermint or peppermint and bakery. It's a good one. So nice minty one. I love the color of that one. Okay, so now let me jump into what I got. Okay, so I got a couple more bee bars. Oh, so one of the things I did, I gave my, like I said, I gave my sister a bag of wax. I chopped off like a couple of these like little, what are those called? A little hexagon shape or whatever it is, and chopped them up for her and put them in a bag of some other scents that I have in the bee bars. But anyhow, this is blue sugar, warm vanilla sugar, zucchini bread. Love this blend. It's such a fantastic blend. I love blue sugar, just that nice kind of warm, masculine kind of note, you know, complement to pink sugar or opposite of pink sugar. Love warm vanilla sugar, and I love the bakery notes that the zucchini bread provides for this. Now I have way more than I'm gonna need, but I'll share this blend with people. It's so good. Yeah, it's just a perfect blend of all 3 of those. So yeah, whoever came up with this blend, you know, yay to you. Okay, so that one. Then I only got 2, which I guess that's still a lot, but not too bad, right? Raise my camera a bit. Okay, strawberry pound cake sugar cakes. I love her strawberry pound cake. I love her house blend strawberry pound cake more so than the Bath and Body Works type. I don't know if this is a typo because it says lavender, but lavender's not listed here. So sugar cakes is yellow cake batter with whole vanilla buttercream frosting and crushed vanilla wafers on top. So the lavender cream sugar cookie dough. I don't know if this is supposed to be strawberry pound cake. I think this is a typo. I don't think this has lavender in it. I think it's just the strawberry pound cake sugar cakes. Let me smell. Yeah, there's no lavender in this. So I think that's a typo because she did have a blend. I think it might have been one I requested or in a custom I did or something like that, where it was strawberry pound cake, lavender cream, or maybe someone else requested strawberry pound cake. What is lavender cream sugar cookie dough? That's Dreamweaver, right? So I think someone else requested that. Strawberry pound cake, Dreamweaver, and sugar cakes. But that's not, the lavender's not in this one. So this is just a nice decadent strawberry bakery. Not that I need more strawberry bakery, but you know, I have it now. Okay, this, my box has been sitting in the sun, so you can see how the top of it is a little discolored because I've had this order for a couple weeks now. So this is Fat Bottom Girls Dreamweaver, which the Fat Bottom Girls is cupcakes at Tiffany's and Don't Cross Streams, right? And then Dreamweaver is lavender cream, sugar cookie dough, bread, and sweet vanilla spun sugar. The sweet vanilla spun sugar I think is part of the Fat Bottom Girls, but anyhow, so it's basically, yeah, it's your Dreamweaver with some extra bakery. So I got this just convincing myself I needed more L3. I wouldn't have bought this probably. I mean, it's gonna be a blend I'm gonna enjoy. It's just lavender bakery essentially. Yeah, it's lavender bakery. I love it. And I love that her lavender bakery blends, the lavender always stands out. Like you still get the lavender. It doesn't get drowned out by heavy bakery. So good. I got lavender roasted pine cones mallow fireside. I will say when I got this order, it was, some of the stuff was kind of soft. It wasn't melted, but it was soft. And so then it got a little banged up in the box, which is totally fine. So this one was more of a wild card with the lavender and roasted pine cones because I won't melt like roasted pine cones as a nighttime melt. Lavender I mostly use as nighttime melts, but with that roasted pine cones, this is going to have to be a scent that goes like in my open concept or something I melt in the daytime in my bedroom when I'm not trying to sleep, because the roasted pine cones would be too heavy, like too pungent for my nose where it would stimulate my senses versus helping me sleep, right? But I wanted to give it a try, so let's see. Yeah, you get the roasted pine cone. So I think I'm not sure I'm a fan of lavender with tree scents, because I think what happens is the lavender is herbal but not astringent, right? It's not that astringent lavender, but the roasted pine cones, that pine note, makes it seem like an astringent lavender. So I'll melt this, but I'm not sure. It makes it come off more clean. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. Like, I'm thinking back to my Salt Mountain Melts order that I did, where I had, what was it, Lake House, that had like lavender, pine, and something else. And I was like, ooh, it was a really, like, I felt like it was coming off as like that astringent, like lavender, but I think it was the pine that was making it smell that way. Like lavender on its own, I love. Roasted pine cones on their own, its own, I love. Both of those with bakery scents, I love. But for some reason, the lavender and roasted pine cones, it comes off more astringent to my nose, just more pungent. I don't know. We'll see. This next one here is lavender cream, pink sugar, strawberry mallow fluff. Yeah, I guess I got a lot of lavender in my loaves. So I haven't tried this particular blend, but I've had lavender with strawberry bakery type scents before. This is good. This is definitely a little bit heavier on, I feel like, the strawberry mallow and pink sugar. And the lavender is a bit in the background. But that's good. I think that'll be a good one. And I will melt like lavender with, like, say, strawberry as a nighttime melt. All right. I got 2 of her Bitty Betties in the same scent. And this is, you will probably recognize the scent notes. This is Olympia, which is yummy, warm, fluffy rosemary focaccia bread and pressed olives. So I grabbed 2 of these, one because I thought she was closing. Otherwise, I would have just gotten one to try it out. But I got it because it sounded like it might be similar to the Swan Creek Italian countryside. And then the Bathing Garden now has that scent. What is it called? The Irish rosemary bread, which I think is the same oil. So I was like, ooh, I wonder if this is the same oil too. So I grabbed 2 of them. I think this is the same oil. If it's not the exact same, it's very similar. I have the Bathing Garden clam right here. Yeah, the Bathing Garden and L3 are definitely the same. What I don't know if I don't have the Swan Creek clamshell handy. I feel like the Swan Creek one is heavier on the salt, which I like. So it makes it leans a little bit more of like a fresher scent, versus I feel like these 2, the Bathing Garden and L3, are a little bit more on the bakery. It still smells fantastic. Okay, I have enough of this particular like oil now. I don't need more, because now I have it from, 3 vendors basically. I was just very curious. I got a Trig Tart and suntan lotion. Someone was talking about this scent and mentioned it being similar to like Banana Boat, I feel like. And so I was like, ooh, it intrigued me. I don't remember who it was now. Yeah, that's what it smells like. It smells like Banana Boat, like suntan lotion. So it has that banana scent, but it's not like a Runts banana, but it's also not like a real banana. It truly is that like suntan lotion banana. I really like it. It's like a nice summery scent and very nostalgic for me, because growing up as a kid, that's what we used. Like, I used to get that bottle. It's like brown plastic with a yellow like pump top, and it was like an oil, like it was like a tanning oil from Banana Boat. And that's what this reminds me of. Yeah. Ugh, 80s kid. Born in the 70s, grew up in the 80s, okay? That's like what I feel like. That was like the 80s, I feel like, was the best decade. Best music. You didn't have social media that you had to deal with. Like, kids still just ran around outside and played outside. I don't know. Anyhow, okay, I'm getting off on a tangent there. So I got 2 of these buns, and this was a custom that Maggie did. She talked about it in a recent haul video, and I think I had already bought these when I heard her talking about it. I was like, oh, because when I saw this, I was like, ooh, someone's trying to dupe a scent from another vendor. It's missing one of the scent notes. And Maggie did talk about it. She was trying to dupe Hot Pie from Teddy Bees. So this is Palo Santo, Chai Spice, and Pink Chiffon. But what's missing is is it like a pumpkin bakery, like pumpkin sugar donuts or something like that. But I grabbed 2 of them because I was intrigued, because Hot Pie smells good to me on cold, but I could not get it to perform. So I thought, well, let me see. All 3 I usually have really good luck with performance. So I can see how this is similar to Hot Pie, but it's missing, I think, some of that bakery component. And the Pink Chiffon's not heavy in this. So you get the Palo Santo with the Chai Spice. I feel like the Chai Spice is the strongest. You get a little bit of the warmth of the Palo Santo, and then you get that like sweetness touch of like a feminine from the pink sugar. I would be interested to see how this is with the one bakery note. I can't remember. I feel like it's like pumpkin sugar donuts or something, but that smells really good on cold. Okay, then I have 6 scoops. Again, this is all the pre-order extras, and then I have another RTS. So this first one here is toasted mallow, cinnamon sugar, French baguettes. Like, I love cinnamon sugar. I love all the bakery bread type scents. Yeah, this one's good. Oh, that's so good. I feel like I get the toasted mallow and French baguette the most. Ooh, that is really good. This smells like a really good early fall type scent. Yeah, like I kind of want to melt this one soon. That smells really good. I did get a spoonchula from her. I don't know where I put it. I probably put it somewhere because this has been sitting around for a while. This next one here is fresh picked strawberries, pumpkin pecan waffles, and sweet bakery dough. I just talked about how pumpkin pecan waffles I generally try to avoid, but I kind of got caught up a little bit in the hype of like getting what I can from L3, and I love her fresh picked strawberry. So I was hoping that the strawberry and the sweet bakery dough would really stand out against the pumpkin pecan waffles in this one. Ooh, yeah. And I can definitely get the strawberry. Yeah, and I think I get a touch of the pumpkin pecan waffles and the sweet bakery dough, but the strawberry is really holding its own. I think I like fresh picked strawberry with pumpkin pecan waffles more than strawberry pound cake, because I feel like the fresh picked strawberries is stronger. I like that one on cold, so I'm excited to maybe melt that one soon. This next one here is cotton candy, Palo Santo, yellow cake, and sugar cookie royale. I know a lot of people talk about cotton candy and Palo Santo, how much they like that. I did try that blend in a custom from another vendor. I haven't melted it yet, but on cold, I think it smells fantastic. So I thought this would be really good with just some of those bakery notes in there. It's like a sweeter bakery Palo Santo. Yeah, I might like the Palo Santo and cotton candy from the other vendor I got it from. We'll see, but that you get a lot of the sugar cookie royale in that one. I got hot apple pie sugared shortbread. I love her hot apple pie. It's such a beautiful oil. So good. It is definitely like has some bakery spices in there, but it smells like a legit hot apple pie. I don't know that I'm picking up the sugared shortbread. I'm sure on warm that'll just give it some extra bakeryness. Oh, but that smells so good. This next one here is Haunted Mortuary. I wasn't sure about this one. I skipped it in the pre-order because of the books. But Mallow Fireside Blue Sugar Tobacco, like those, I thought like that would sound amazing to me. But I thought, let me just go ahead and try this. 1 scoop won't hurt, you know. I'm not sure what I think about this. It's good. I'm gonna have to warm this. I feel like I'm getting like a, like kind of a sour note from it. I don't know if that's from the books. Like it's not sour, like sour, but like, I don't know. Like there is a creaminess. I can get a little bit of the Mallow Fireside and the tobacco. I don't know if like, I feel like I'm not getting blue sugar. I don't know. I'm gonna melt this one and see. It's different. But I know people like that one. And then the last one from this particular order is pink sugar, cotton candy, strawberry pound cake. Again, I love her strawberry pound cake, so I thought with pink sugar and cotton candy, like can't go wrong. smells so good. And like pink sugar and strawberry was such a popular blend back in like the OG days. Yeah, this is good. This is something I'd melt at night. I do like pink sugar blends at night, so I really like that one. So sometimes it's nice to just go back to some kind of your not overly complex blends, right? Okay, so now the other RTS. So this one I went in mostly because she offered Lavender Don't Cross Streams in scoops. And so I was like, I want to get a lot. I didn't go crazy though. I got four scoops of Lavender Don't Cross Streams. Even though I was coming up on customs and I knew I could order it, when I thought she was closing, my fear was going to be that she like runs out of one of the oils, right? So when I ordered this, you know, it was with the thought that she's closing and who knows if I can get more. So Lavender Don't Cross Streams is a custom I did in like the beginning of 2021. Don't Cross Streams again is adipose with some vanilla bakery. Adipose is marshmallow and the vanilla bakery. So I was very much at the time going for like a lavender vanilla with some bakery. And it became like an immediate favorite of mine. And it seems pretty popular now. I think like people seem to request it a lot. You do have to like her lavender because that is the dominant note in here. But on warm, it just gets like sweetened up a bit with that Don't Cross Streams. It's such a favorite oil of mine, or oil blend. I love it so much. So if you've tried this one because of me and you don't like it, let me know. I will buy it off of you because I love it so much. Like I've gone through so many like loaves and scoops of it over the years since I first got it in my custom. And it's just like, I guess it's kind of basic, but it's so good. So anyhow, I got 4 of those because I was like, I need to stock up. I got a scoop in Autumn Flannel, Black Tea, and Bonfire Bliss. I love all of these scent notes, so I was like, ooh, this sounded really intriguing, so I wanted to get this one. Oh my goodness, I love this one. Autumn Flannel is like a smoky, masculine type note to me. I love Autumn Flannel because it's not laundry at all. It has a smokiness to it. But then Black Tea, the Black Tea is not real prominent in this, at least not on cold. But it gives a little bit more of an earthiness to it. And then the Bonfire Bliss, I love her Bonfire Bliss. It's sweet and creamy, and then there's more smokiness. But this smells smokier than just her Bonfire Bliss. This is gonna sound a little crazy, okay? Don't judge me. This almost has, it smells like a man in a flannel shirt, like just after he smoked a cigarette, which sounds disgusting when I say it, but I'm getting, okay, so maybe it's not after he smoked it. Maybe he's like holding a pack of unlit cigarettes or something. Like there's no tobacco in this, but I feel like I'm getting a smoky tobacco. It just reminds me of a guy with cigarettes. I don't know why. If you guys got this blend, like let me know what you think of it. Like I absolutely love it. But to even associate it with a cigarette, I'm not a smoker. I hate cigarette smoke. But it has this, and it's not like stale cigarette smoke. It's like maybe when someone, it's almost like in the distance when you get a hint of when someone like first lights a cigarette or something. That sounds crazy because yeah. I don't know why my mind went there. It's just the smokiness, right? It's the smokiness of it. Like, and I feel like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like Autumn Flannel has that smokiness. And then the I don't know why I say it like Bonfire Bliss does too, but it's a lot creamier. So this is more smoky than her Bonfire Bliss on its own. But the Black Tea makes it kind of earthy. I don't know. This is a top-notch blend. I'm going to have to melt this and see how much I love it, because when I'm called up on customs, I'll probably get more, because if I like it that much on warm, I need more. Okay, then I got 2 loaves and that's it. So yeah, this wasn't too big of an order. Let me move these to the side a bit. So this loaf here is fresh baked bread, pretzel, and brown sugar. I think, okay, so I just discovered that I love her pretzel oil. I have not melted it. So on cold, I love it. I need to melt it. I love her brown sugar. I think I have fresh baked bread and brown sugar from her already. I got it in like a 4-pack of fluted tarts a couple years ago. Absolutely love it. So with the pretzel, I was like, and I happened to see it in this RTS. So I went in and I had to snag it. Oh my gosh, I want to eat this loaf right now. So it smells like, oh, I get the pretzel note a lot in this. It smells like they just pulled the pretzels, those warm, soft pretzels out of the oven at Auntie Anne's. There's none of the melted butter. Like, I feel like it doesn't even have the salt yet. It's just the warm pretzel. Or if you go to Sam's, like we go to Sam's and they sell like warm pretzels, it literally is just like the fresh baked pretzel. I get a little bit of sweetness from the brown sugar maybe. And the bread, oh my gosh, this is like an edible scent. I need to melt this one too. It smells so amazing. Yeah, if you guys have had this one, like, let me know. And especially if you've melted it, like, what do you think? Whoever came up with that blend, like, yeah, it smells amazing. Okay, and then the very last thing that I got here, this is buttery gingerbread, sugar cookie royale, and pie crust. I love her buttery gingerbread. It is, I think, my favorite gingerbread scent because it's still gingerbread, but there's something about it that just makes it a little bit more like creamy or just better. I don't know. And then it has her sugar cookie royale and pie crust. This is so good, so good. This is like a very decadent gingerbread. Yeah, it's fantastic. And again, this one smells edible too. Like, these are two really, really good ones. I feel like these two even like melted together would be amazing. Yeah, like her buttery gingerbread with pretzel and brown sugar or something like that, or buttery gingerbread, pretzel, cinnamon sugar, like pie crust, like amazing, right? Just, it's making me hungry. That's part of the problem. I haven't had breakfast yet either. And it's like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be 11. Okay, that is everything I got. So yeah, I'm really excited. These bakery blends and this autumn flannel black tea bonfire bliss, fantastic. If you guys happen to participate in either the pre-order extras or the last ready to ship, what did you get? Are any of these your blends that you came up with? Let me know down below. And what are your thoughts overall on L3? Like, I don't want this to be a comment section of a bunch of people complaining or ranting, but just, I'm curious what your thoughts are, how you feel, and know that, like, I think everyone's thoughts and opinions and feelings about it are legitimate, you know? Like, if you spent a lot of money buying stuff because you thought she was closing, I could see why you'd be frustrated when she's suddenly announced she's not closed, because everyone has different levels of disposable income, and some people probably for, you know, passed up other things, other vendor openings, other things they could have done with that money to buy from L3. So I can see where that would be frustrating depending on your circumstance. So anyhow, but if you comment about it, comment with grace, you know, to not have it be too complainy, but definitely feel free to be open about it if that makes sense. So anyhow, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you soon.